Welcome to episode 4 of Flipping PCs Until I Buy Whatever I Want. So this could be custom builds, this could be flipping PCs, like putting together parts and fixing them and refurbishing them, or it could be upgrading people's PCs or laptops like I did last episode. And currently I have one PC listed for $350 and my build cost is $257, so about $100 profit, but it hasn't sold yet. And last episode I also bought a 3D printer, which was my goal. It was from Bamboo Labs. It's an A1, and my current one wasn't really doing very well, and I wanted to be able to print and model without the friction in between there. And the A1 I heard is super good. My current goal is an iPad. I want it to be at least an M series, but I don't know if I want the 120 Hz on the iPad Pro or if I just want the 60 Hz on the iPad Air, if I'm fine with that. But we'll decide before I buy it, obviously. And I just got back in town from a trip, and I coordinated and I put together a parts list and I ordered some parts, and on my way home I got some parts from Micro Center as well. It's going to be a $3,900 build. This is the most expensive, the most performant PC that I've ever built. It's going to have a 9950X, it's going to have a 5080 in it, 64 gigabytes RAM, 4TB SSD, 4TB hard drive. He's paying me $200 for labor, and then he's also going to pay me for all the parts, and I found some good deals on the parts, so I'm going to charge him what retail price would be because I spent time finding deals on the parts. But obviously I'm going to make sure that they work completely fine before I send them off to him. But I should make a pretty penny on this. I'm not sure if it's going to be enough to pay for the whole iPad, but hopefully it is, because then I can buy the iPad. So let's build the PC. All right, so I just finished building it, and so I'm gonna turn on to make sure everything works, and I'm gonna put all the stuff away. It's super messy, lots of boxes and wrappers and everything out, so I'm gonna clean that up, and then I'm gonna install Windows, update all the drivers, make sure everything is working, and then I'm gonna message him, tell him I'm ready. But the case is amazing. It has lots of nice features. So the power supply, you can get it from the back and you just plug it in right here. Huge props to the cable management. Cable management is so easy on here. Yeah, overall just a good building experience in the case. So if you guys are building a PC, I would recommend it. It is the LANcool 217. So yeah, let's test it and make sure everything works. So by the way, the PC's right here, and I have cables running from the PC to my monitor, which is right here, just so you know. Alright, so it sounds like I need to update the motherboard BIOS, but I don't want to switch the CPU out, so I'm just going to use the Q-Flash function on the motherboard to update the BIOS, change the BIOS. So I'm going to do that, and then we'll see if it still works. It's giving me a 00 and on the VGA light. So let's see. Alright, so I am Q-flashing the BIOS right now, and we'll see if that works. The guy wants to meet me at 7 tonight, and it is 4:40 right now, so hopefully I'll be able to do it. I need to finish updating, install Windows, and then test it on OCCT and FurMark potentially, just to make sure everything works correctly. I can have him come pick it up. Hopefully it'll be done. Okay, so I installed Windows and I installed drivers, GPU drivers, chipset drivers, all that, updated Windows, and then I stress tested it and it's working completely fine. So I texted him and he said he's gonna be here in 15 minutes. So I need to pack it up in the box and then I can give it to him. All right, so I just dropped it off to him. I just gave it to him. I calculated it and I made $652 profit, I think, on the build. So this is amazing profit, obviously, and I found some good deals on the parts, and then he paid me for labor as well. So I am going to buy an iPad now. I decided that I'm going to get the base model iPad Air, the newest one, which is M3. So it's not going to have 120 hertz, and it's not just M1, but I would say that the faster processor is more important than the 120 hertz screen. He needed to drop it off once to me because I forgot to install Windows drivers, but he requested Windows 10, and so we found out that the motherboard doesn't support Windows 10 Wi-Fi. So I installed a Wi-Fi card, but I need to test Wi-Fi to make sure it's working, so then he doesn't need to drop it off. Customers don't need to drop it off. But something I learned, and we learn through mistakes, so I'm going to order the iPad now. And also, next episode, I'm going to be flipping PCs, and I have that one build that I've listed, and I'm going to do it until I get an LTT screwdriver, and then also I want the precision screwdriver as well from LTT. So I think it's like $160, maybe probably a little less, but that's just the next goal.